Tired of complicated setups that rely on Wi-Fi or internet? Imagine monitoring your energy usage with just a smartphone. No Wi-Fi, no hassles. In this video, I'll show you how to build an IoT Power Monitor that works anywhere, thanks to its built-in access point mode. If you want to build this DIY project, then let's get started. The PZEM is a compact and highly efficient AC energy monitoring module designed for measuring voltage, current, power, and energy consumption in real time. It is widely used in DIY and IoT projects due to its affordability, ease of integration, and support for serial communication protocols. On the left side, you can connect load and CT coil, while on the right side, you can connect any microcontroller. It can measure voltage from 80 to 260 volt AC and current up to 100 ampere with an external CT coil. It is suitable for both low power and high power applications. Cumulative energy monitoring and configurable thresholds for safety. It's an ideal choice for smart energy systems, solar power tracking, or home automation projects. This module provides accurate measurements for voltage, current, power, and energy consumption. Compatible with microcontrollers like Arduino, ESP32, and Wemos D1 Mini, making it ideal for IoT applications. This PZEM 004T module offers real-time data, perfect for dynamic energy tracking. Again, in this project, we are using Wemos D1 Mini microcontroller. Due to its compact and lightweight features and simple integration, we will connect PZEM module using serial communication. You can use any microcontroller like Arduino, ESP32, LOLIN32, Node MCU or STM32 microcontroller. With our PZEM module, we received closed CT coil, but there are other options available in the market, like split CT coils, which can be clamped directly around an existing conductor without disconnecting it, making installation quick and non-intrusive. If you want to see video on how to use split coil with PZEM module, then comment us. So now we are ready to connect CT coil to the load. Here in this project, we are using LED bulb as a load. As shown here, we connected two sets of neutral and phase wires to the plug. One set will be connected to the bulb holder while other set will be connected to PZEM module. Now identify neutral wire. Here we have blue wire working as a neutral. Ensure you have access to a segment of the neutral wire that can pass through the CT coil. Unlike split-core CTs, the neutral wire must be threaded through the center of the closed-core CT coil as shown here. And here is the wiring diagram of our project. If you are not sure, then we recommend you to take help of professional electrician. Now the other set of neutral and phase wires that we left in the last setup need to connect to PZEM module as shown here. Also connect CT coil to PZEM module. Now we are ready to connect Wemos D1 Mini to the PZEM module. Connect one set of jumper wires to 5V and ground pin and other set to D7 and D8 pin of D1 Mini. Connect 5V of D1 Mini to 5V of PZEM module and ground to ground. Similarly, D7 to TX and D8 to RX of the PZEM module. Here we are using 10-watt LED bulb as a load and monitor energy consumption of this bulb. Connect bulb to the holder and we are almost ready for the test. But first we need sketch for the Wemos D1 Mini to run this project. So this is our simple sketch. For this project you need to install ESP8266 Wi-Fi, ESP8266 web server, and PZEM 004T libraries. Here we have defined D7 and D8 pins of the Wemos D1 Mini microcontroller. And here is the SSID and password of our access point. Using PZEM library, we have declared the variables to hold the voltage, current, power, energy, frequency, and power factor data. In the next section, we are creating HTML page to view the PZEM data. For that, we have added style sheet code. Next, we have created code to reset energy, set power alarm, and get power alarm values. While to view PZEM data, we have declared fields as shown here. And at the last, our HTML page code ends here. These are the function to handle HTML page when requested, along with the function to reset energy, set power alarm value in watt, and get the status of the power alarm. And here is the JSON code to live display PZEM module data. On powering up the Wemos D1 Mini, new access point will be created with IP address to access HTML page that we created above in the code. And these are the server routes to handle individual commands. With this, our sketch is ready to be uploaded to the microcontroller. Select the microcontroller from the boards and port number and choose OK and then hit upload button. Now take your phone and go to the Wi-Fi settings and toggle to switch on the Wi-Fi. You will see access point, Smart Energy Monitor in the list of available networks list. Click on this access point. Enter the password that we entered in the code and click the connect button. You will be connected to this access point. Now go to the browser and enter IP address 192.168.4.1 to access HTML page. And here is our live web portal. All the values will be updated on the 1 second interval, but currently we haven't connected TX and RX pins to microcontroller. So go ahead and connect TX and RX pins to microcontroller and you will immediately see the PZEM module data on the web portal. Currently, we haven't mapped set and get power alarm function, hence data will not be synced to PZEM module. And here is the view of our portal on desktop browser. Connect the PZEM module to the microcontroller and data will be start showing on the portal immediately. When you click Get Current Alarm button, you will see the status of the alarm. Now go ahead and enter the value on which you need to set an alarm. Here we entered 1000 watt and hit Set Alarm button. To test, you can enter low threshold value, like 500 watt, and hit button to save the alarm. You can reset energy counter by hitting Reset Energy button. If you want to see more features, please let us know. Till then, I am DHK Dude signing off.